today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the third overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? The season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 1st down. Here's Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The 20, 10, touchdown. A.J. Green. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Hopkins with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he's brought down. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll have a Jets first down as good running gets him to about the 44. These two teams all tied after one. Lance now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And that'll set him back 5. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Miami set to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs, because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Jets Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the 44, Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Lance now to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to... wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Touchdown, Jets! Henry Ruggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 29, Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now Burrow on 1st down. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw, as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burrow looking to pass. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought.
Touchdown, Dolphins! That's caught. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. They will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. Lance gets this one to Hill. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Doyle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but
touchdown! It's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Gregory Rousseau, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask, defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. It's caught. Smith.
7 yards the pickup there.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Now it's Burrow. On the slant, he's got Davis. Touchdown, Dolphins! Corey Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again. And here the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
They complete it to Hill. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and it ends with a Jet touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, it's Burrow. Completes it to Davis. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Yeah, he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now it's Penny. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Lance.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Lance looking to throw it. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, to score again.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw, Burrow.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.